everyone. You're listening to the Nighttime Show live at Hollywood Improv. We're about to play an interview for you that it was incredibly cool and very eye-opening, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I didn't know that Bill Duke was as prolific as he is. Like, you'll hear it during the interview. I don't want to spoil the surprise, but
yeah, I mean, what I knew of Bill Duke was that he was one of the stars of Predator, and as a fan of Predator and of Commando, I knew him from that stuff. But I had no idea, even after researching his stuff, so how much influence he's had on the industry, and also some of the jobs he's done are incredibly cool. So tune in and listen to this wonderful live episode of The Nighttime Show.
This a nighttime show, this a nighttime show with your favorite host, Stephen Glickman. No, this a nighttime show, this a nighttime show with your favorite host, Stephen Glickman. No, we got Mike Black, toy fanatic in charge, the announcer of the show with the voice so large. We got Matt Walker, meanest in the South, and you wouldn't be surprised he got a foot in his mouth. All nominated for an Emmy, that's Mike Glazer. Super cool and chill, that's why they call him the Blazer. So sit back and relax and go get ready to applaud, cause this show gets really weird at the Hollywood Improv. This a nighttime show, this a nighttime show with your favorite host, Stephen Glickman. No, this a nighttime show, this a nighttime show with your favorite host, Stephen Glickman. No, this a nighttime show, this a nighttime show with your favorite host, Stephen Glickman. No, this a nighttime show, this a nighttime show with your favorite host, Stephen Glickman. No.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from the Improv in the heart of Hollywood, it's the Nighttime Show! Tonight we have special guests Bill Duke, Ashley Green, Doug Jones, and Darren Hayes. With us as always, Mike Glazer, Matt Walker, I'm the voice of the Nighttime Show, Mike Black. And now for our host, he's got a velvet touch and balls of stone. Put your hands together for Mr. Stephen Kramer Glickman!
Hey, how we doing, everybody? How we doing? Yeah, I say nighttime. You say show. Nighttime. Show. Nighttime. Show. Hey, well, that's the first time we've ever done that.
that's the first time it ever worked.
It actually worked that time. Hey, guys, we have a wonderful show. I'm going to start by doing a little introductions here. Let's give it up for your announcer, the voice, the magical voice, Mike Black. How about our man of the people? He'll be in the audience taking questions from you, the viewers. You, the viewers. Mike Glazer. How about that? Emmy-nominated Mike Glazer.
That's true.
That's right. And then, of course, all the way down to the end, the bane of my existence and the love of my life. My dearest friend, and also the biggest asshole we know, Matt Walker, everybody. Come on. This is very exciting. This has been a big month. A lot of big things have been happening. Let's start by saying this: some tattoos happened. Isn't that right?
Yes. Not on any of us, but tattoos happened.
Yeah, some Nighttime Show tattoos happened. Let's pull that up on the screen. Can we get that up on the screen? Yeah, there we go. That is Josh Roush getting the Nighttime Show tattoo on the back of his leg. That is fucking real, folks. How about a big round of applause for Josh Roush? Yeah. And then Mario, that was Mario Delgado, who does our posters. He does our artwork for the show. He's right over there. Give him a round of applause.
Stand
Mario,
up. Will you stand
up? You beautiful, bald son of a bitch.
So talented.
Look at this. Look at that fucking tattoo. That thing is gorgeous. Show next one. Show the next one. Look at this. It's my face, and that's on Eric Kluber's body, who did the theme song for our show. Where's Eric Kluber? Where are you, buddy? Stand up.
Oh, there he is.
Let the people see ya. You know what's so weird? After the tattoos happened that day, I was like, oh, so we can never not do this show? Is that what happens now?
Yeah.
Like we're just fucked forever?
We're canceled.
As
soon as you cancel, you're getting killed by those two guys.
Yeah, they're just going to come find us and...
Until they die, we have to do the show.
Oh, we have to do till they die.
Yeah.
All right, well then that's...
That'll be like 4 years. Look at both of them. They make
Eric,
bad decisions.
I believe in you,
all the
Eric.
time.
Maybe 5.
I like that people are actually worried now. They're like, please don't let them die.
We got a lot of wonderful people involved with tonight's show. SBE got involved, which means we have a $150 gift card to Katsuya to give out to the best couple in the audience. That is a fact.
Yep.
We'll hit that later tonight. Also, Umami Burger gave us 2 $50 gift cards for best single person most single man and most single woman.
Yes.
Great truffle fries.
It's gonna get fucking weird. But let's do this. Let's start the show and bring up our first guest, because no time like the present, guys.
You can currently see our first guest on the television show Black Lightning and in the new film High Flying Bird on Netflix, but he's best known for this.
Let's watch him.
Turn off the lights.
Up there. Bastard trees. You see it? I see you.
Please welcome the star of the 1987 blockbuster Predator, legendary actor Bill Duke.
He claimed me as the music, but he had a lot of fun. Oh, baby. Yeah, baby.
Bill, it's such an honor to have you on the show, man. You're so
Thanks for having
awesome.
me, man. Thank you so much.
God, man, so you have such an insanely amazing career. Where did you grow up? Where are you originally from?
Someplace you never heard of called Poughkeepsie, New York.
Oh, I've been to Poughkeepsie.
What?
I've been to Poughkeepsie.
You have?
Yeah, I had a girlfriend who went to Vassar, and then.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, great story, Matt.
Yes.
Shit.
We all had girlfriends from Poughkeepsie. You wouldn't know her.
Bill, how did you get into acting? What was your start into the business?
Well, I went to Dutchess Community College in Poughkeepsie, and they had a speech and drama class there, Constance Kuhn, and she put me in a play called The Emperor Jones by Eugene O'Neill. I got the bug, and it was going from there.
Amazing, man. That's so amazing. One of your first roles, we did some research, and we found a clip from one of your first jobs that you ever did. It's early in the career. It's actually your first television series appearance on a show called Kojak.
Oh, God.
Do we have the clip? Can we play the clip and
Please
turn all the
don't.
lights out? Come on,
What
just a
can
second.
poor, humble silk do for super hunk?
Well, why don't you tell Super Hunk about hiring Shotgun Willie to blow away Sal Hound?
Bill, how old are you in this?
You got any more small talk to make, Kojak? You make it with my lawyer.
When I put the loving arms on you, baby, you won't be out until you look like Uncle Remus.
You ain't nothing, Kojak. You ain't nothing but pure dog, boy.
Silky, come here. You like to be my Valentine?
That's amazing.
All I got to say is, why?
Oh my God! It's amazing though when you have such.
The only pimp that ever outwitted Kojak. Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
It's amazing to look back at some. It must be amazing for you too to look back at your career. You have such an enormous career, and you've worked with so many amazing people. Like, what's a favorite for you? Like, what stands out? What's one of the first big ones that you really are a big fan of?
I think Richard Gere, American Gigolo. I mean, working with Richard was really great.
Yeah.
Also, I travel around a lot, and the only line that of all my movies that's ever quoted is from Minister of Society.
Really? Yeah. Really?
You know the line? Don't say it. You know what I'm talking about?
No, please.
You know you done fucked up, right?
Yeah.
And people come to me with that line all the time. So.
Wow. No one ever quotes Predator to you?
No.
That's so surprising to me.
But you know, some funny thing, you know, it's interesting being this, because I was in New York one day, and I was walking down the street, and this lady, I walked past this lady, and as I get around 20 feet away from her, she says, hey, you. I said, yes, ma'am. You're that actor, right? I said, yes. And she says,
it's the right answer.
It's a true story. She says, what's your name? I said, Bill Duke. She says, no, not him. It's a true story.
We have to talk about some of the early stuff. I mean, Starsky and Hutch, American Gigolo, amazing. But Predator. I mean, this movie. They just remade it. They just did it again. Like it is such a big deal. I mean, this guy has a fucking toy collection.
You wouldn't even believe it.
How many Predator toys do you have in your house?
It's an embarrassment of riches. I have first of all, I have a bachelor apartment. It takes up about half of it. So it's pretty obscene.
And the other half is...
Everyone feels sad for me, and you shouldn't. I'm fine. They're like, oh, is he going through a breakup? I'm fine. I just have a hobby that I love. But yeah, and they haven't done you yet, and I'm waiting. When they do, I'm getting it. Don't worry.
Come on.
But I wanted to ask you, you got the pleasure and honor of being one of the first people in cinematic history to fire a handheld minigun in one of the greatest scenes ever. What was that like?
It was amazing. It was a gun from a helicopter gunship.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And, it was called Old Painless in the movie, correct? Yeah.
It was, and what was amazing was when you saw the trees and the bushes shot.
Yeah.
The special effects guys spent a week. They cut each bush in half and put an explosive pellet in the middle and glued it back together.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
So when you saw the gun fire, they had this plate and they just went across and they all exploded. That's how they made it happen.
So you only had one shot at doing that?
Yes.
Wow.
You know, the original Predator was not the Predator you saw.
Right.
You know that?
No, I didn't know that.
I know that.
You know that, right?
Yeah.
He fucking knows
Tell a story, yeah.
The original Predator was a much ganglier, weird suit played by a young actor named Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh. Holy shit, really?
That's right,
Yep.
he got fired. That's right.
Yeah.
He had passed out twice, in the third time they fired him.
Oh, did he really? That I didn't
Oh, my
know.
God.
The costume is so embarrassing that there's only one picture floating around the internet of it. It's crazy.
Does it have the cool hair?
What was he like working with? Did you get to
Jean-Claude?
work with him?
Yeah, it was great to work with, good people, etc. But it was like almost over 100 degrees in Puerto Vallarta. And they dressed up in this felt suit, so he's dehydrated. He was told by the producer, "You pass out," and he passed out twice.
Yeah.
And the producer said, "If you pass out again, we're going to fire you." He said, "I'm not passing on purpose. I'm dehydrated."
I love that Jean-Claude Van Damme, when he was trying to get hired for the first time, he went into Hammer Films,
Yes.
to like their company, and he waited around to talk to like the head producer at Hammer Films, and they like were not interested in meeting him, and he kept bothering them, and finally he just waited in the waiting room, and then the head producer was walking out, he did a roundhouse kick in the sky, like up in the fucking air, just like a giant roundhouse, like in the waiting room, and the producer was like, "I don't know what that was, but hire him." What are we doing with this guy doing fucking roundhouse kicks in Beverly Hills? Get him in there.
He's great.
Yeah, I love that. What about Schwarzenegger? You worked with him on Commando first and then Predator.
Yeah.
So what was that relationship like? And do you ever have any conversation?
Yes.
You ever see him again?
Real good people, humble actually, and comes in prepared to work and expects you to do the same. And no ego trip, nothing. Just really good guy.
Wow, that's cool. That's so cool. One of my favorite movies. You go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just going to ask, what did you think the first time you saw Kevin Peter Hall in the full Predator costume on set?
Well, first of all, he's almost 7 foot, I think. He was, right?
And you guys are all not small people
No,
everyone else on that
big.
movie.
He was big.
Yeah.
And he was a dancer, but also a martial artist.
Yeah.
And so, he could really take you down for real. I mean, it wasn't no joke.
Amazing.
Yeah.
He was a good person, too.
Oh, that's cool.
That's incredible. What's the? I know that you were in Sister Act 2.
I directed it.
You directed Sister Act 2? Yeah. That's amazing.
Hell yeah.
Are you kidding me? That's amazing. Today, Max Brooks, Mel Brooks' son, sent me a message going, "Oh my God, Bill Duke's one of my favorite directors." And I was like, "What the? That's fucking amazing!" And what's so amazing about this business is I know you as an actor. I know. I mean, I know so much of what you've done as an actor. But then, tell us a little bit of some of the movies that you've directed.
Wow. Let me see. Rage in Harlem.
Wow. What?
Yes. Deep Cover.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Of course, Sister Act 2, Hoodlum. Multiple. I was the first black director on Dallas and a lot of TV shows at that time.
Dude, that is amazing.
Yeah.
Come on.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, the book that you wrote, what is the name of the book?
Bill Duke, 40 years on screen and behind the camera. It's about my career, but also about my life in this business. I came up during a time where the only black director was Michael Schultz and a couple of other people. So it was an interesting. I remember I was the first black director on Dallas, and I drove up to the gate, and I rolled my window down, and the security guard looks at me and he says, "Who are you delivering for?"
Holy shit.
Now, I wanted to say to him, I didn't say this, I wanted to say, "I'm about to deliver a can of whip ass." I didn't say that. What I said was, I'm delivering my talents, and I'm the first black director on Dallas, so let me in.
That's even better.
Yeah.
The most rewarding thing was the look on his face.
Oh, man.
That look on his face, I like that.
That's incredible, man. That's amazing.
Now, you've done comedy, drama, action, everything you can do. Is there one particular thing that sort of draws you to it? Is there one thing that is your favorite genre to do?
I can't say that. What I love is great scripts that have great, story arcs, but great character arcs that surprise you and have surprises in them,
Yeah.
And same with whatever the show. I still feel guilty about loving the show Dexter.
Really?
Because I'm voting for a serial killer who's killing people that are worse than him.
Oh, yeah.
But it was brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not a big true crime person. I don't like watching shows like that. I get what's the word? Panic attacks. Yeah. I'm basically like a comedy. I'm like Goldbergs. I can handle Goldbergs. I can handle Sister Act 2. That's about it for me. I get very nervous watching.
A couple scary scenes in Sister Act 2.
Yeah, yeah. We recently, Matt and I had to record another. I had to record another podcast with Matt that he tricked me into. What's the name of the podcast?
It's called Juror Number 8.
Yeah, and it's about Matt being on the actual jury of like a horrific murder, and I'm terrified of this shit. And he just the whole podcast is him just literally telling me every horrible,
all the details. It was a man who murdered his mother and then dismembered her body.
Oh
and
no, Matt!
Kept her skull in a
People are having a
backpack.
nice time, Matt. People are eating their food,
just
Matt.
got their appetizers.
Oh, for God's sakes, Matt!
That's kind of how the podcast
He's the
goes.
worst, right? Everybody, right? Right?
Yes.
The worst. No, we love Matt.
See,
He's great.
Somebody loves me out
One
there.
lady.
Right.
One person.
Matt, you and me are both stand-up comedians, and I know we both say a lot of things that are very offensive on a regular basis. Do you ever have trouble sleeping at night?
Yeah, not because of things I say, though. It's just because I have lousy pillows.
Oh, okay. So you don't have like a horrible feeling of guilt sometimes for the
Never.
awful things. Oh, well, that's nice.
Never. I'm proud of the horrible things that I say to people.
That's good. That's a good way to be. Sometimes I do have trouble sleeping, or I did have trouble sleeping until I got this brand new pillow.
What kind of pillow?
I mean, this is next level stuff, Matt. This is a pillow. You've never seen a pillow like this because until recently it did not exist. It's called the buttress pillow. And it is shaped like a butt, and it has little legs, and you're not going to believe this. You got to go check it out. Thebuttress.pillow.com.
So it's like your face rests on a butt.
Your face is pressed into a butt crack while the legs support your neck and shoulders, basically. It
sounds comfortable.
It is very comfortable. It's ergonomic. Am I saying that right?
Yes.
Ergonomic, functional, all natural, and it's absolutely beautiful. Check this out. This is from their website. Soft but supportive, with the feeling of a butt. All right, and the sweet spot is between the thighs and the cheeks, which will gently cradle your head and support your neck. Great for side sleepers, back sleepers, and stomach sleepers. It's squeezable, slappable, face variable, relieves stress, from having a long, horrible day. What do you want to do at the end of a long day?
Put your head in a butt.
That is 100% right.
Well,
you can dress it up, you can dress it down. You want to throw some PJs
You
on
convinced
it?
me, so where do I go get one of these?
You go to thebuttress.pillow.com, thebuttress.pillow.com. That's THEBUTTRESS pillow.com. Go to thebuttress.pillow.com, Matt, and get your sleep on. You'll have much better dreams. All right, let's get back to the show.
We got to take questions from the audience. Let's get some questions. Mike
Sure.
Glazer, where you at? Raise
walking
your
around.
hand.
If anyone raises their hand, I'll hold the mic. But if anyone has a question, just raise your hand.
Yeah,
and I'm
raise your
happy
hand,
to
guys.
come-
Raise your
right
hand.
back
No, we
here.
got
Hold on one
questions back
second.
there. Let's take them. Think hard, guys.
Here
This
you
is
go.
a live recording, so come up
Mr.
with something
Dukes.
good.
This is a question for Mr. Dukes. How did you enjoy working with Mr. Richard Pryor in Car Wash?
It was one of the peak moments of my career, that movie had Richard Pryor, George Carlin, one of my favorite comedians ever.
Oh, my God.
Danny DeVito was in it. The Pointer Sisters, of course.
Yeah.
And Richard Pryor was humble and funny. When I say funny, his looks and his lack of comment. One of my favorite things ever in terms of comedy was the skit, I don't know if you ever saw this, on Saturday Night Live between Chevy Chase and Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that one?
Yeah, the escalating
Sure.
words.
That is classic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I just think, and he was great. He was great.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Good one.
I got another one right back here. Hold on one second.
All right, go for it.
Mr. Duke, big fan. I was wondering, we've heard a lot of stories about the Predator set and Sonny Landon being formidable presence. Is there any story that you can tell us? Are they true stories, and do you have one for us? Sonny Landon was Billy in the movie, for those of you.
That's a great question.
I'll tell you one. Sonny was one of the greatest spirits I've ever met, but he liked alcohol a lot. And so we worked very hard. So on Saturday nights, we used to go to clubs in Puerto Vallarta. And Sonny was banned from the club because, I don't know why, but we'd all be dancing and having a good time. And we feel something near our legs. And it was Sonny crawling on the floor looking under ladies' dresses.
Holy shit.
And so Joel Silver had a security guard assigned to him. So it was interesting.
The story I heard was that the security guard wasn't to protect him, but to protect everyone else from Sunnyland.
That's the truth.
We got any questions over here? We got any questions? We can do.
If we have one more, time for one more.
Question. One more question.
One over there.
We got one over there.
Oh,
one over there.
Back in that corner. Hang on one
There
second.
we go. Mike Glazer running
Holy
the
cow.
show. Mike Glazer.
Here you go.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Duke. I just wanted to know what it was like working with Nicolas Cage on Mandy.
Yeah, that's a great movie.
Wow, we were in. It was great. Nicholas, when you work with him, except for a few moments, he never comes out of character. So he'll come to the set, and he sits in a chair or something in the corner, and when they say you're ready to go, let's do the scene, he comes in as the person. I mean, he really surrenders to the part. And working with him is like, working with somebody that's really, really, really excellent. One of my favorite scenes in that movie was in the bathroom, and his wife gets killed, and he starts drinking. Remember that scene?
Yeah.
It was brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was brilliant. He's good people.
Before we wrap up, quick question about Sister Act 2. Is there any? I'm just such a huge fan of this movie. Do you have any stories about Sister Act 2 about working with Lauryn Hill or with Whoopi on that movie? Anything in particular?
In particular, Lauryn Hill at that time, that was really her first film.
Yeah.
And I just think that she's brilliant. She was brilliant, and listening to her voice when she sang, and her just raw talent, that was an amazing experience. I never worked with somebody that was just spontaneously and brilliantly just talented. If you ask her to do something, she gave not 100, but 1,000%.
Wow. Geez.
And so it was like just great. And working with Whoopi, it's like Whoopi came to the set with jokes.
Yeah.
And she's great people.
That's amazing. Well, it's such an absolute honor to have you on the show, Bill.
Can I
Guys,
make some plug?
what's that?
Yes,
Please.
of course.
Yeah.
Please check out my book. It's on Amazon. Bill Duke, 40 years on screen and behind the camera, and I'm in a reoccurring role on Black Lightning. It's a TV show.
Oh,
that's on
it's
CW.
such an awesome TV show.
Thank you.
I know there's a lot of Black Lightning fans here tonight. Right, guys?
Yeah.
I mean, that
Thank
show
you.
is such a badass show.
And
it's amazing.
And I have a film out now that I acted in that the great Steven Soderbergh directed.
Yeah, High Flying
High
Bird, which is
Flying
on
Bird.
Netflix right now. You can literally go home tonight and watch High Flying Bird, and you should because it's an amazing film.
And the thing I was going to say to you, what was amazing about the experience, he shot the entire film in 2 weeks, a feature film, with 5 iPhones.
Wow.
What?
When he did the dolly shots, they rolled him around in the wheelchair. it was an amazing experience. Amazing.
Did you know that he was going to do it that way before you got in it?
I had no idea.
What did you feel like when you got there on the day and they're like, all right, here we go. Hang on, hi. Yeah, Mom, give me 1 second. Okay, all right, here we go. And Facebook checked, and let's roll. That's basically how it would be for me.
Well, with 5 iPhones, it's like usually with even a 2-camera shoot, you do a master and maybe a 2-shot.
Yeah.
Master, 2-shot, overs, and singles all at the same time.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
And I think it's the iPhone 7 Plus.
Oh my God.
Not even the 10.
What?
Most of us are past the camera equipment used on this film. That's awesome.
He can't even get a 10? Come on. Steven Soderbergh, for God's sake. That is outrageous. That's amazing.
It was an incredible experience.
Dude, that's so cool.
Yes.
I'm so happy for you. Guys, go home and watch that movie. Ladies and gentlemen, the dear and amazing Bill Duke. Everybody, let's play a clip.
And that was Bill Duke on the Nighttime Show. I hope you enjoyed that interview.
Yeah, that was so cool. God, he's such a fascinating guy. Sister Act 2, I had no idea he had directed.
And the first black TV director, like ever, is crazy.
Oh, that story about him pulling into the security gate. It's just a fascinating story.
The world has changed so much in our lifetimes.
Yeah.
And for the better.
Yeah, and because of people like Bill Duke.
Yes.
Which is really amazing. Please tune into our next episode, which is coming up very soon, which is
Ashley Green.
Ashley Green from the Twilight Saga. So check that out next. Thanks for listening to the Nighttime Show. Don't forget to subscribe and like and share and leave comments. And tell your friends about this podcast because we love you very, very deeply in a sensual way.
What are you going to start an ASMR podcast now?
That's exactly what we're going to do. Check out www.thenighttimeshow.com. Thanks for listening, guys.